Hello everyone, my name is Sakshi Tomar from Founders Card, and today I am here to explain how a company, a private limited company, can transfer their shares from one shareholder to another shareholder. So let's start the process for transfer of shares. First of all, one need to keep in mind what is mandatory requirement to transfer of shares. So as per Companies Act section 56 will rule the transfer of shares, and there is a rule 11 of the company's share capital and debenture rule 2014. Provision given in the model article of association given in table F on schedule, and basically in private limited company transfer of shares will be governed by article of association of the company. So as we all know, in private limited company there is a restriction on transfer of shares, but a shareholder can transfer his shares if he fill the some requirement of this. First of all, what he need to do, he have to just share transfer restriction in article of association. A private limited company is considered to be close corporation of a member similar to partnership form. Therefore, as per section 56 and as per article of association of a private limited company, there is a restriction on transfer of shares. So restriction on right of shareholder to transfer share are usually in two forms. First is right of preemption. In this, if a shareholder wish to sell some or all his shares, such shares must be first offered to the existing shareholder of the private limited company, and after that he can, if all the existing shareholder deny to accept the offer, in that case he can offer the share from outsider. But the final approval is basically in the hand of the board of directors of the company. Second is power to the directors to refuse. The director may have the power to refuse the registration of share transfer under certain circumstances as prescribed in Article of Association. Only restrictions contained in Article of Association are considered legally binding on the company and on the shareholders. Any private agreement between the shareholders are not binding either on a company or either on the shareholder of the company. So let's start the step-by-step process. But why we are just compress the word private limited company? It is basically because of that right now, after demat compliances imposed by the government on public limited company, if of a public limited company want to transfer his shares, first of all he need to convert his physical shares to demat form. So this is not applicable on a private limited company. That's why we are talking about here for the private limited company share transfer. First of all, the shareholder who want to transfer his shares will intimate to the company in writing to all the shareholders about the number of shares he want to transfer. This is the format in which he will intimate to the company and to the existing shareholder of the company. Here he will mention the company name and the number of shares he want to transfer, the price, and he will sign. And then after that, company compliance, company will do three things. Company in turn of notify other members as regard the availability of the shares. Company will intimate to the existing shareholders of the company that this person is going to sell his shares. If anyone is interested and want to purchase the share, they can just inform to the company so that he can purchase the share from the shareholder. Such price is generally determined by the directors or the auditor of the company, the price on which the shares will be transferred. Company should also intimate to the members the time limit within which they should communicate their reply to the company, because it is a time bound process, so they have to inform to the company within a prescribed time. If none of the member come forward to purchase the shares, then in that case the existing person who want to transfer his shares will offer the shares to outsider. Second thing what he need to do, he have to prepare the share transfer deed. Share transfer deed, he have to prepare, like share transfer deed will be duly notarized, duly stamped. So stamp duty is going to be paid on the share transfer of the company, and right now the rate of stamp duty is 0.015% of the total consideration involved in the share transfer. So this is the stamp duty, and stamp duty is share transfer duty, not on revenue stamp. First of all. Second, the share transfer deed should be duly dated, duly specified the name of the transferee, duly specified the name and details of the transferor, folio number of transferor and transferee, distinctive number of the shares, certificate number of the share certificate, nominal value of the shares, total consideration involved, and executed on behalf of transferee and transfer. This is the complete information that to be mentioned in the share transfer deed. So this is the format that is given by the government on according to the Companies Act. You have to prepare accordingly. And after that, what you need to do, an instrument of share transfer form 4, that is SH4, with the date of execution is specified thereon, the total date, and the execution will be done within 60 days from the such execution and or by on behalf of transferor and on behalf of transferee. So the time limit for this for registration of share transfer is within 60 days. After that, after signing the share transfer deed and everything, after that the board meeting will be called and a notice will be issued to all the directors of the company regarding the share transfer. So in that case, you have to prepare the notice of the board of meeting, and after that you have to conduct the board meeting. So first thing, second thing, you have to check the quorum. If proper quorum is available, you can just proceed the resolution for share transfer. And here the board of director have power either to accept the share transfer or refuse the share transfer. So this is completely in the hand of board of directors. And if the board of directors accept the share transfer, in that case company will issue share certificate on the name of the transferee and will mention the complete detail of the share transfer and will give it to you, the transferee. So this is the complete process as per the Companies Act to transfer the share from one person to another person in a private limited company. Further, if you have any query, any clarification if you need, you can coordinate our company, that is Founders Card. We all the team here of all the professionals will help you in this. Thank you so much.